Hello and welcome to my channel. So in today's video we'll be learning about string handling in Java, which is a part of the ICSE class 10 syllabus. So first we need to know what is string. String is sequence of characters, and also many children make this mistake. So you have to keep in mind that string is not a data type, it is a class. Okay. Now, there are two methods of declaration of a string. First is by this method when we write string here, string class name and the object name, or like the variable name. Okay, and here we write the string and we write the object name and we write new string over here. But the most appropriate method, I would say, is this one. This is a long method and both of them do the same thing, so I think this is better. Now, types of string. First we have the character class. So in character class we cannot make the changes directly, and in string class also we cannot make the changes directly, but there is string buffer class, and in string buffer class we direct changes can be made. This is not there in detail, all of about this types of string and about them, it's not there in detail. Now, how does it actually look? How does the string, how is it organized? How does it look? So suppose we take a word Java. Now in Java there are 4 alphabets, 4 letters, we know that. So it would be somewhat arranged like this. Like you keep each letter in a box and you name that box, you label that box. Starting from 0, you start labeling it. If you have any other word, say you take hello as a word. Now hello is also a string. How would it be stored? Each letter will be put in an individual box which will be labeled. So like we put H in a box, E in a box, L in a box, and L and O. So I start labeling this from 0. So H becomes 0, E becomes 1, L becomes 2, another L, 3 and 4. Now what is this labeling from 0 to 4, or in this case 0 to 3 called? So it is called the index value. Okay, and how would we address, like if I need to call J or if I need to call A, how would I come to know? How would I call them? So say suppose we name this as X. This is string X is equal to Java. So then I would write this, that X of 0 will give you J. Like the X, variable X, the letter present at the 0th position, it is J, and that way you can call all the letters till A. Okay. Also you have to remember that string always starts from 0. It does not start from 1. It always starts from 0. This is the index value of a string. Now, before we come to the methods of the string class, I would also like to tell you the length of a string. So we looked at the index value which starts from 0 and it goes till 3. It ends here, right, in this case. But now actually there are how many letters in Java? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 letters in Java. And now it's ending here at 3. So remember that the index value is always 1 less. It's always 1 less than the length. So in this case the length of the word Java is 4, but the last index value of it is what? It is 3. It will always be 1 less than the length of the string. Now, methods of the string class. So today we'll be studying 3 methods which are very, very important methods, and we will have to use them quite often. First is the length method. Length method is used very commonly in almost all the programs that we write using string. So the return type of length is int, and let's look at its syntax. You write int, which is the data type here, and the variable name. Then you write string dot length. String dot length meaning whatever the variable you took, that dot length. So whatever string variable you have taken. So in this case I have taken the string x, that is hello Java, and I have written I have taken an int variable m, which will return me the length, x dot length. This length L here is small, mind that. And when I print m, I will get 10. Okay, I will get the length of this word Java. Let's count it ourselves. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, many people make a mistake here. They don't count the space, but the space will also be counted here. Regardless of how many spaces are there, you will have to count the space. So I will write 5 here for the space, then 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now this is not the length. What is this? This is the index value. Many people make this mistake also. Then they write, when they're asked this as an output question, they write 9 and they come. But when we're talking about the length, we will start from 1. Only the index value starts from 0. So the answer here will be 10 with the space included. Because if we start labeling from 1, then we will get 10 here. Alright, so this was a very simple method, string class method. Now next one is char at int index. Its return type is, of course, its character, char. Let's look at its syntax. So you write char here, the variable data type, then the variable name here, then string dot char at, C is small, A is capital, and the index. Let's look at an example. So we have this string x again, hello Java. Now char p gives me the character at the position, the index 2. Alright, this is the string variable that I have made over here. So char at 2, what will this give me? The character which is present at the second index value in the string x. So let's count 0, 1, 2. This will give me L. So L is returned. Now third one, index of char val. This gives us the first occurrence of a given character. Alright. Syntax is very simple again. Int, then the variable name. Also the return type of this is int. Then the variable name, and you write string dot index of and the character value, like whatever the character you write, it will give you the index at which it is present. So let's look at an example here. I have string x which is equal to India. Now int d, I have this variable which will return me the index of I in string class. Now in India we have 2 I over here. One is at the 0th position, and at the 0th index value I have my first I present, and the second I in India is present at the 3rd index value. Now which one will be returned in this case? As I told you before, that it gives us the first occurrence of the given character. So the first occurrence here in India, the first occurrence of I is at the 0th position. So I will get 0 as my answer when I print this. This SOP here is a short form from for system.out.println. Okay. I have another example. I have string x, that is India again, and int d is equal to x dot index of I comma 2. Now what is this? We only learnt about one parameter which is getting passed, but okay. Many times this question is also asked that how many parameters can be passed in the index of function of string class, and people tend to write 1 over here, but that's wrong. Actually the answer will be 2. In this case you can see I comma 2 I have written here. So what will it give me? It will give me the after the second position, if there is any I, then that will be returned here. Okay, after the second index. So again 1 0 1 2 3 4. Now I can see that after the second index, after D, that there is an I at the third index position in string X. So 3 will be returned here. Another example, I take Google as my string here, and I have written index of 1 comma O. This is O. Now O after the first index will be returned here. So after the first index 0 1 2 3 4 5. After the first index, the second index, we have 0 over here. So yes, an O is found here at the second index. So 2 will be returned. Another example here. Now I have string X as Google, and I have written here index of J in the string X. So Google does not have any J in it. Now what will be returned in this case? The value of D, it will be returned as -1. Why? Because the given character is not present in the given string, and in cases like this where the character is not to be found in the string, -1 is returned. Alright, so this is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching.